Hello, game trollers, and welcome to Week 5 of the WWE2K17 roster reveal, aka the finale, the final episode of the road to Suplex City. We are on the final stretch on the road to Suplex City. We are at the gates. We are at the gates of Suplex City. And not big. That not I really don't want to say not that big of a one this week. I mean, technically it's big. Like a lot of big names were announced, but either we already knew they were announced completely, or like we've actually seen them in game, or just like it's obvious that they would be in the game. Like them not being in the game would just be kind of crazy. But yeah, so both that and just they were DLC last year, so very sort of honestly this week, but still pretty big. We have two big reveals that sort of we could guess they would be in there quite easily, but there was still that chance they wouldn't be in there, and of course you're probably seeing them on the screen now. Asuka getting a Bailey to belly. Yes, Asuka and Bailey have been announced for the game. Oh my god. Like, so how many? I think that's like how many women? That's okay. I think like my count is like 18 or something. Let's count. So that's the four horsewomen in the game: Asuka, the Bella twins, Naomi, Summer Rae, um, Alexa Bliss, Dana Brooke, Tamina, the Bella twins, Trish and Lita, Lundra Blaze, Natalia, and Carmella, and I think I'm missing one, but I can't actually think of her at the moment. Alicia Fox, I don't think I mentioned, and Emma. So all of those, I think that makes about like 20, and if you include Naya and any possible DLC, so like China or Michelle McCool or Beth Phoenix, because those three are slightly big possibilities to be included in the game. Beth and Michelle are married to current wrestlers, or at least people signed with the company, so there's a chance they could be in there. In China, she died, so of course WWE they like to do just bank on people's deaths or like things like that. So yeah, but besides that, a pretty strong women's roster year. I made a video previously stating that this year would have the biggest women's roster. So it's not only just the biggest; it's also the strongest. Like a lot of good women on here. Like really good. Asuka and Bailey, just the greatest thing ever, man. I really want to see Bailey's entrance. Like Asuka's entrance was pretty tame considering what they could do with Bailey, dude. Like I really just want to see the inflatable tube man. Maybe they didn't show it because like the inflatable tube men are like really, really, really low res and just bad looking. But still, I just want to see those things flap. But yeah, I just said that. Anyways, so besides Asuka and Bailey, we also have confirmation of Big Boss Man. He was DLC in 2K16, so I guess good to see him back. Shame we're not gonna get a security guard outfit. We're gonna get his police outfit. I swear if they would have announced the Mountie, then I would have a perfect future universe mode. Sadly, that wasn't the case. We also have Buddy Murphy, and I might as well mention Wesley Blake making up the team of Blake and Murphy. So now we have the three of that sort of stable, Alexa Bliss and Blake and Murphy in the game, so we can actually have that stable to play with. Next up, we have Cactus Jack, and I might as well say Dude Love and Mankind making up the three faces of Foley. An interesting thing about this is that I read somewhere that they don't have the doubles anymore. Like there's not multiple. They don't use up multiple slots for a character. It's all of their like variations or just a different attire. So, like, say Triple H, his Hunter Hearst Helmsley, classical music, like lordship thing, whatever, is not going to be a separate character this year. It's going to be an actual um, attire. At least that's an example. Not exactly. It hasn't been exactly confirmed about that, but it's sort of like that. So maybe Cactus Jack, Dude Love, and Mankind are such different characters that you can't really have them in the same boat. I guess they don't have the same move set. Obviously, they don't have the same name, so you can't just say Cactus Jack and just have Mankind just stumbling to the ring like that. I guess maybe that's the reason why they didn't do that. But yeah, because I also read in that thing that you can't. The ring announcers will only say the name of that wrestler. So if it's Hunter Hearst Helmsley that's coming down to the ring, the announcer would just say Triple H instead because that's how that works. But yeah, pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Next up, we have somebody close. I guess you could say it's a Mick Foley, Dean Ambrose. Pretty similar in to Cactus Jack. Next up, we have Diesel, and I might as well say we have the outsiders in this year's game with Razor Ramon and Diesel. Razor Ramon announced last week, Diesel this week, so pretty good. It makes me think of 2K14, with the new generation thing. There was Diesel, Razor, and Sean. I wonder if they have Sean's old outfit in there. I really like that outfit. I really do. But yeah, next up we have the American Dream. Cowbells. Dusty Rhodes. And also his son, Goldust. So now we have the entire Rhodes family. Somehow, some way, they managed to get, somehow, some way, the Rhodes family just managed to have the weirdest gimmicks ever, like Stardust, Goldust, and Dusty Rhodes in his polka dotted trunks and dancing and hitting people with his elbow. The Rhodes family, man. What are you gonna do? Next up, we have the, I guess you could say, the second American Dream. I don't know what you could call him. The people, the man of We the People, Jack Swagger. Next up, we have Air, aka Superman, aka Johnny Cena, Santina would say. Uh, got that from SVR 2010. Still holding that on. Go play SVR 2010. Go into the story designer. There's a special story with Santino. He has a little feud with John Cena. He calls him Johnny Cena. That's just the best thing ever. Next up, we have the big red machine Kane. I might as well announce the Undertaker. So now we have the Brothers of Destruction, both included in this year's game, which is fantastic. Next up, we have the new WWE Universal Champion. You have to sing it for it to remain true. Kevin Owens, Kill Steam Kill. He's in the game for the second year in a row. Current Universal Champion on Raw in real life. The man is he's all over the place. Uh, Next up, we have what a descent in talent and just popularity from Kevin Owens to Lex Luger. What is that? I really just don't want him to be in this. I never play as Lex Luger. He's just the most useless person ever. I swear to God. Like I really Next up, we have Luke Harper. So the entire Wyatt family in this year's game. We have, of course, Bray, Braun, Eric, and of course Luke now. So the entire Wyatt family. Wonder if they have their entrance. Wonder if we can have all four of them come down to the ring. That'd be pretty interesting. Is just instead of just Bray, Luke, Eric, and Braun. I really wish, at least for this year, that they would actually elevate the amount of characters we can have on screen. I mean, it's PS4, it's a PS4. People always complain about the graphics, so I guess the graphics aren't even that good to just only have 6 characters on screen. Some they need to get that up one day. It's been the same for like since the beginning of the series. Since SmackDown, the first SmackDown, it's been just 6 characters. There's the 6 character limit. They need to get that up. Man, I need to do like a wish list of things that we've been asking for years. Like entrance and elimination chambers, more than 6 characters on screen at once. I some other things maybe, I'm not sure. I mean, we're getting back the ability to go off of the ramp or off of the stage onto like the area, due to the crowd fighting, which is a plus, I guess. That's one thing I've been wanting to do for years and years. We might be able to actually do that this year. Doing like dives and power bombs over the edges. Okay, maybe not power bombs over the edges. It's just like by yourself. Maybe that's gonna be like a lock to an OMG moment. I really wish that wouldn't be, but what are you gonna do? This should make last man standing matches really fun. But yeah, where was I? Okay, so next up we have You Didn't Know Road Dogg Jesse James. So that means both New Age Outlaws are in this year's game. Sadly, we do not have the entirety of DX. Of course, I guess you could say missing China and X-Pac. There we go. But we, of course, still have Road Dogg, Jesse James, Billy Gunn, Shawn Michaels, and Triple H in this year's game. So at least we have 4 of the 5, or at least 4 of the 6. Next up, we have Roman Reigns. And I guess I could just say Seth Rollins making up the entire Shield. Again, of course, the Shield in the game. Then it's weird to think that they've only been in the game for like what 3 years or something. 2K14, just 3 years. Good grief. Okay, so next up we have Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah, Stone Cold. What are you gonna do? It's Stone Cold. And of course, we have Vader finally in the game. Vader and Lex Luger, they could have just gotten rid of them and put Carl Anderson and Luke Gallows in here. We need these men. We need them in the game. Like, we need them. I can't buy DLC. Like, I'll never be able to buy DLC. That was my only chance to play as them. Darn it, man. I need to figure out how I'm going to do the entrances and stuff. Because I had them, like, pretty much said, okay, I'm going to put them in my universe mode and everything. Because I pretty much planned out my entire universe mode. Like, entire universe mode, right? Like, they're just... well, I guess now I can just get more cars and not just be a main, like, real character thing. Because as I said, I can't get DLC, so... yeah, but, yeah, that's it. That's the last of the bunch, I guess. Asuka's entrance down in the description, down in the description. I really wish we would have gotten, like, Bailey's entrance. That would have just been better than Asuka's entrance. That's all I can tell you right now. Asuka's entrance is cool and all, but Bailey's entrance with the inflatable tube, man, like, you can't top that. You can't top that, alright? But, yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Screenshots are really cool as well. You're probably seeing them on the screen now. Link down in the description to IGN, to the article, so you can actually see. I guess I can't say renders, but pictures and stuff of the actual characters. Like Boss Man and everybody. People who don't have screenshots. So, yeah, but that's it for the roster reveal, and that's it for Road to Suplex City. That's the first time I think I've finished a series on this channel. First time. Anyways, yeah, that's the entire roster for this year's game. Overall, like, there haven't been, like, mega surprises or, like, oh my goodness, this is, like, incredible, oh my goodness, woo. I mean, I guess you could say yes, but at the same time, it's not exactly as immense as you would think, right? I like, I don't know what I'm really expecting. I mean, we have all the bigger legends, we have all the bigger modern day superstars, we got a ton of NXT superstars, we've gotten a lot of people. It just feels really underwhelming. I don't know. I really don't know why. It's like we've gotten a good set of people, like really good set of people, but I don't know. I don't know who I'm expecting to be in the game. I mean, Eddie and the club, like Eddie, Luke, and Carl. Like the three people I actually would have liked to be in the game. Of course, they aren't in the game. I'll just have to get a good Eddie Guerrero car. But yeah, Eddie Guerrero, I honestly like. He was the one I'm really disappointed for. I really wanted to be able to play as Eddie. That's like my biggest disappointment. Not having Eddie Guerrero. That's saying something about this year's roster. No Eddie Guerrero, but everybody else, who you really care for, even people you don't care about, they're all in there. So that's it for this video. That's it for the series. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Troll on, baby.
They wanna talk, well, what they talking about? I see them running their mouth, but they ain't talking loud. I'm taking over the game, now let me show you how. I'm taking over the game, now let me show you how. Take a look in my eyes, got them shook when I rise. Got the game on lock, I came to the